Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves will be seeking redress from the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC, over an incident involving two of its journalists over the weekend, whom he accused of accosting him on an aircraft in Barbados. Speaking on a local radio station on Sunday, February 17th, while in Antigua en route to Haiti for the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, PM Gonsalves says when he arrived in Barbados and was about to get his luggage from the overhead compartment of the aircraft, two men approached him. One, he says, with a camera and the other with a tape recorder. Dr. Gonsalves says the journalist immediately began asking him questions about a large quantity of money he allegedly received from resort developer David Ames.
They prefaced the question with a statement. Prime Minister, we have three witnesses who would testify that David Ames came to your office, meaning David Ames from Buckingham Resort, came to your office with a briefcase of money and then let without it. What do you have to say? I said to them, you can properly set up an interview with me. This is not the way to do it. He said, but now we want to ask you the questions. Of course, I can't stop them asking. They repeated. I continued doing what I was doing. I went to the door. They continued to ask, and I said to them, why are you asking this kind of a rubbish, nonsense, foolishness, idiocy?
PM Gonsalves further explains that the journalist also wanted to know why he wasn't explaining to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines the affairs of David Ames, whose company, Harleyquinn, is reportedly the subject of an investigation by the BBC program Panorama.
I said nothing further to these two gentlemen. They continued to fail me. I came off the plane, they continued. The Barbadian security officers were telling them they couldn't film on the tarmac. They continued to. One of them said that they're from BBC. And when we reached to the terminal building, I said, I doubt that they're from BBC. They said, yes, we have identification cards. I didn't bother with them. I went on my way because they acted in such an unprofessional manner. I began by telling you I didn't know who they were, but when they asked, I reasonably suspected who they were.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Gonsalves also states that he was informed that the two journalists met with opposition leader Annie Eustace during their stay here. The Prime Minister says he was informed that coming out of the interview with the opposition leader, it was said that he had received a briefcase of monies from David Ames.
The gentleman who saw them, happenstance, these two journalists, at their hotel the night before, saw the video, because they showed the gentleman the video, where Mr. Eustace was making an allegation that I had received money from Mr. Ames, entirely false. But I want Mr. Eustace to say that on radio and publicly. It's a dastardly lie. You see, they judge people by their own standards. And I'm going to write the BBC because I am no less a Prime Minister than Blair, Brown,
of course,
and Cameron to accost me like that. The first time I knew that they wanted to have a meeting with me was on Friday evening at about 5 to 5.
According to the Prime Minister, his understanding is that the BBC journalists were reportedly here to carry out investigations on the Buckingham Bay Resort project, as some questions are being raised by some investors in the United Kingdom. When svgTV News spoke to PM Gonsalves on Friday, having received reports that the BBC crew was in the country conducting an investigation, The Prime Minister explained that he would not be able to meet with the news crew until Friday after his return from Haiti.